Hey everyone, welcome to NickHodl Reacts. For those of you who watched my last Linkin Park reaction, thank you so much. It really meant a lot to me to hear everyone's stories about how much Linkin Park has helped themselves. I hadn't listened to the band in like well over 10 years. So I thought today I would do another Linkin Park reaction, this time One More Light, which from my understanding, all I know about it, someone wrote in the comments that it's about a dear friend of the band who they lost. I guess he took his own life. And now knowing about Chester and, the sensitive topic that brings up, I think this will be an emotional reaction, but it's one I want to do. I feel like it's a very important message, and it's very obvious to me that this band has really helped people in the course of their lives. Music is such a life raft for people, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a very positive way. It's a buoy for a lot of people, including myself. And I'm gravitated towards artists that are so effective at helping others through their lyrics and their performances and their messaging. So, very excited for this one. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. It really helps me. I'm a brand new reactor, and I love hearing from all of you in the comments. And make sure to like this, share this, get it out to more Linkin Park fans. I'm going to put the original link in the description. That deserves the views. I also have a Patreon page and a couple other ways to support me down there if you feel like doing so. So, let's get into it. Chester.
Should have stayed, were the signs I ignored. Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Oh,
I'm sorry to pause. That is a very sad line. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Sort of referring to the fact that, the family table, there used to be a seat for that person, and now it just sits there, empty because it's not needed. That person's not there anymore. Apologize about the sirens. This is a recurring theme in my videos. I live in a city. This is so sad, given the context of what happened to Chester, and he's talking about, the lights, one more light going out, and I think from the perspective of someone that's going through depression, what's one more light if it goes out, right? I'm not going to be missed. I deal with a lot of people that have pretty severe depression for a living. And it's a struggle. I mean, it is a deep, deep, dark chasm. And oftentimes when you're in that pit, you feel truly, truly alone. And you feel like all of the relationships that used to tether you back to reality have diminished. And maybe people won't care if you take your life. So I want to say that, first of all, that's not true. There's always someone out there that cares, even strangers. This is very powerful, and I really understand why a lot of you are so emotionally connected to this band still. And I'm very glad I sort of reignited my interest in Linkin Park, because I didn't know. I think I described it in my last video, but I actually I don't think I was old enough to appreciate the lyrics at the time when I was listening to Linkin Park. I'll get back into it. But very touching. It sounds like this was like a friend that they knew that took his life, obviously before Chester.
In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Goes out in the sky of a million stars. It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. I do.
That's really beautiful. So that was made for Chester, at least that music video. My impression that it wasn't about Chester, the song, because he's singing it. But that was really, really pretty heartbreaking to watch right there. Life is so precious. It's so precious. And it's fleeting too. I feel like my words are not extremely eloquent right now, but the power of connecting with your audience and the ability to translate a message that lasts through time. You know, these guys have been around for decades at this point, and their music still persists. That's powerful. And sometimes you don't need anything other than music to just sort of remind you why you're here and what you have in your life. and to get you through those moments where you question things. Life is challenging, and there's always obstacles, but Chester and his band, it really seems like, have done a lot for people. So I want to thank you to everyone that suggested this song. I'm very, very glad I watched it. That was really nice to see after the first Linkin Park reaction I did. If you want more more from me in regards to Linkin Park or anything else, just let me know. I try to get back to people in the comments. I do. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope everyone is well and has a great day.